My fellow Dokkaners, I saw something yesterday about a hint towards Global Dokkan Campaign. Now I tell you what, these two together looks like Rosé, Vegito Blue, Jiren, UI Goku, or Daima. Now if it's anything of Tournament of Power, you guys are going to see me crash the fuck out. It better not be Tournament of Power. I am sick of Tournament of Power. Sick. Who do you think that we're getting for a Global Dokkan Campaign or the celebration? Mind you, I'm thinking and I'm sticking with Daima. I'm thinking it's gonna be Daima. I would love a mini 4Ku into big 4Ku, or mini Goku to mini 4Ku. Then I would rather a big adult Vegeta. We need Goma. Can we do a little GT and a little Daima? You feel me? A Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Omega Shinron GT bosses need a buff. Can we get a baby? I mean, it's just too much to play with. You can go both sides, you know what I'm saying? So it could be GT and Daima because they're pretty much different continuities than Dragon Ball Z and Super. So while we wait, I'm using a Daima team. Now there's a custom EZA Daima unit that you see here at the first slot. Second slot is obviously Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, but the free to play, the worst units ever, might be some of the worst units ever, is these two. They're ultra mid, but we're gonna find a way to make it work today with the buffies of our allies. So hopefully I can put them in the last slot, and with the buffs from our units, we'll be okay. So all right, like what I see here. I love what I see here. So 719K. Let's actually just watch the animations. Let's go ahead and get it started here. All right, 719K going against Saiyan Saga Goku. And Saiyan Saga Goku, you know, listen, you did your thing. He's a good unit in Legends, but I personally don't, you know, Saiyan Saga, hey, that's once in a blue moon. You feel me? That's once in a blue ski. All right, let me show you what we're talking about here. Super attack first turn, because that's what Daima Vegeta does. Now this Goku here, he greatly raises attack and defense, and that's just what he does at 12 key, which is cool. And then he has a 59% damage reduction, launch additional super attack, guards all attacks, and lowers enemies crit chance by 100%. For 3 turns to start a battle, he gets additional 20% and defense 259%. Starting from the 4th turn, he has a damage reduction 10% and his defense, well, his defense goes or drops 100%, and then it drops 10%. So that's basically what happens, because it says you get an additional, but the other one's going to go away, right? So then after receiving 3 or more attacks in battle, attack and defense 159%. Superclass allies damage reduction 7%. Dragon Ball Secret category allies attack 59% and defense 40. Kamehameha category allies attack 59%, defense 40. And then when receiving a super attack, high chance of defense going up 590%, medium chance 590% for attack. So he's a solid. He's solid. And this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep him first slot. I will have you first slot because I know in order to activate your passives, you have to get hit or super to launch additional attack. We know this, but I'm not going for that, bro. Not going for it. We're just gonna let it rock here. Keep you a second slot. But this guy here, this guy is mid, right? Attack and defense 30% up to 150% for every attack performed. So he needs 5 attacks and he gets a 10% chance or 10% chance to crit for every attack performed. So he needs 5 attacks to get his defense and attack up, and 5 attacks to get his chance to crit up. Dragon Ball Secret category allies, attack and defense, no, it's just attack 40%, key plus 2. Okay. And then, all right, and if there's a Dragon Ball Secret category ally attack in the same turn, chance to crit goes up 20%, launch additional super attack, and medium chance to crit. Basically, we have a 100% chance to crit if there's once we get 5 attacks, because a medium chance is 30 and 20% for Dragon Ball Secrets out there. Now, if I don't want him to die, probably gonna do this because I just don't even want him to get hit. They're just gonna leave it at that. We're gonna play it smart. We're gonna play it smart here, right? So we're gonna go here. He's got to get hit 3 times because superclass allies get a damage reduction 7%, and then we get all the buffs for our allies because of that. So right now we're at 819k defense, 866 attack. Why did that proc like that? Because it's all in the family. Okay, I was wondering why is it so high, but all in the family. I forgot all in the family is very key. It gives a defense 20%, so that's great. So let me go here. Let's keep him second slot. We're gonna hit bro with the power pole. No diddy, and that's just what we going. And that's what we doing today. All right, that's two, and this is all right. We got hit twice, one, and that's nice. I thought it was going again. I thought he was going again. Big pop. That's two. One more. There you go. Okay, that's 3 attacks. He's going to get hit here. We should have greatly rose our attack and defense. We have like a 70 damage reduction. That's 3 attacks there. So all our allies got the buffies. All right, cool. Look at that. 5 mil. 5 mil here. 2 piece. There we go. There's 2 attacks here. Bow. He getting hit with the power pole. 3 attacks here. I like it. 90% attack and defense. We're looking good. And then we got Vegeta here with a 50% damage reduction here. And he's not guarding. He did 2 super attacks, which is very rare. It's very rare for this guy to do 2. Bop, 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 bop. I like that. All right, cooling. Now we should have Glorio, and we should have the other Daima Goku here. And we should be able to kind of cook a little bit with a little something here. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. I want a Majin Buu and Majin Buu support like Bulma. Like, make them a joint forces if you're not going to make them solo or exchangeable, you know, and just giving out pure support like the STR Bulma. You know what I'm saying? Or last year, Worldwide Dokkan Celebration, we got the Super Saiyan trio, Trunks, Gohan, and Goku. And they were mad supportive of allies, you know, movie heroes. I think, was it movie heroes and Connected Hope? They got like a 70% defense. It's something they got a buff, and all allies was cool. I just want, we need more support units so that way we can build better and different teams. That's all it is. You give damage reduction. Don't give out just percentage. Give us damage reduction. Like, hey, we get a additional 20% damage reduction when Majin Buu and Buu perform a super attack. All allies do that, so they can be slot 1. Then we're good. Then we're cooking here.
Facts.
Glorio's going to last slot. Look at his defense here. We keep him first slot because let me tell you what happens here. He's at 1.3 million defense simply because after receiving 3 or more attacks, Dragon Ball Secret category allies right there. So that's what, 118% attack and then 80% defense is what they've got. So that's what he's giving allies. And we're going to do the same exact thing with bro here. I know he needs to get his attacks, but he can wait. You know what I'm saying? He can wait. I know he needs to dodge and get hit, but he's good. He'll be all right. So we're going to go ahead and grab this. Get my man get his boost early on, because look where he's at. He's already at 495 K defense. He's at 370. You know what Glorio does? Here we go. Let me show you what we talking about here. That's 1, okay, 2, and then 3. So now allies got a buff. Look at that, 23 mil. We still keep him first slot, right? And now he transforms. By the way, this Goku actually transformed to Super Saiyan Goku, and I'm assuming he has animations like Daima Goku, but we're gonna find out here. All right, we have nice damage reduction here, so we're not gonna die. We're gonna eat all that, right? Eat all that. 22, look at that, 22. I love it here. He not even built yet. He not even fully built yet. I'm gonna put him first slot next turn. Bop, ink, boom, bam, pow. That's how we rocking today. And then we got Glory Goats. I'm telling you, Daima could be a competent team. That's what I'm excited for. I need this Daima. Need the Daima juices flowing within my blood. All right, I'm locked in. You feel me? I'm locked in off a nice little celebration. This is good. This is 4 attacks here. We can go 2 more. Wow, 1 more. Okay, and we have a chance for 1 more because it's 5. So every 3 we launch. There's 1. Can you give me 1 more? And he did. Thank you. I appreciate you, King. Appreciate you. Glory Goats out here balling. Bow, balling. Then we look at this. Look at this. Look at this guy here. 336K. He needs to perform 5 attacks to be whatever. But because of this Goku, look at this guy. That says 7 million. Oh, hell no! So he's got the buffs from this in battle now. And then he gains additional attack and defense 159% from that. So he got 118% plus the 159% attack and defense. So he's balling now. Now he's cooking greatly because I ran double leads. Now look at that, 763K. He's never been good. This Goku has never seen the light and day of anything competent here. So what I want to do is to get him fully built. He needs to do 2 more attacks. He'll be okay. We're not even gonna do it to him. You know what I'm saying? I could put him in the first slot, let him cook. He has a 14% damage reduction. He might be okay. I'm gonna let him rock. I'm gonna let him rock right now. I'm gonna let him rock. Vegeta, I'm gonna let you get over there. Let you do your thing. All right. We shouldn't die here. We should be fine. Look at that, 13. That's 1. Thank you. And then 2. Look at that, 16. Boom. We're fully built there. Thank you. And he's going again. I love it. Wow. I love it, bro. I love it. Now we good. Then we got Kaioken, broken Goku. Let's see what we need to see. Let's see what we need to see. 6 million. Do I transform right now? Look at Daima Vegeta. I feel like we low-key should, right? I feel like we should. I mean, he has me first slide to get a 70%. I think he has a 14% damage reduction because of both of my Daima Gokus. Which that's what I'm saying. I want Majin Buu and Do to have a 14 or have some sort of mechanic like that where all allies can gain damage reduction, because now instead of a 50% damage reduction that he would have, he has additional 14. So a 64% damage reduction is mad usable now. So now I don't have to put him in the first slot, which is cool. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna transform, because that's what he does. He can transform here. We're probably gonna do the animations. I knew that animation was gonna happen, which is cool because that's fire. You know what I'm saying? We go from regular base. Now we drop Big Schmeat. And because we don't have the same name, now we're looking good. We're looking good. Now I guess if I put him in Festival Battle, he probably might do something ridiculous, right? So here we go. Let's start it off. 70% damage reduction, launch additional attack, guards all attacks, super class allies damage reduction 10%. So instead of, I don't know if I think the damage reduction is removed unless it still counts toward in battle, which it might. So if they have a 14% damage reduction because of both, they get additional 10, so 24. It's possible to have an additional 24% damage reduction, the rest of them, but I'm gonna say that if it doesn't, he's at least got, or Vegeta has a 67 because of the 7 from the other tech Goku. But if it still counts toward battle, which I'm sure it does, that's an additional 10%. So now they have a 24% damage reduction added to whatever they have, which means
that's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT.
So Dragon Ball Seeker category allies attack and defense 59%. Kamehameha category allies attack and defense 59%. Enemies crit chance goes down 100. Okay, cool. So then after receiving 3 or more attacks in battle, attack and defense 359%, damage reduction rate 5, and then when receiving a super attack, damage reduction 30, high chance of attack and defense 590%. This guy is absolutely insane here. And then he massively raised attack and defense for 6 turns. So what I'm getting from this is he's about to kill Goku right here. Is that what I'm getting from it? No. Next turn. Actually, he probably could kill Goku here. I'm not even gonna lie, but I'm gonna leave it up to my man. So I'm gonna let my man's rock. He got like a 20-something% damage reduction plus the 30% damage reduction. So mind you, he currently has, I don't know, a 54% damage reduction. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. So we'll keep him here. Actually, no, I'm gonna put him here. I think that I was gonna give him his time to shine. This ain't his time to shine. It ain't your time to shine, my boy. I feel like we could go after a really like That says what? That say 99? Did that say 99 million?
Yeah.
I think it did. 112. That's what it said. That's ridiculous, bro. I feel it though. I feel it. I feel it. Keep cooking, King. Keep cooking. Bow. So that means the next time you see him, he's gonna kill him. That's that massively raising attack. So yeah, he's gonna kill him, and it's gonna get bad for you. Look at my guys cooking. He's serviceable now because of the buffs of it's just all it took was that. You know what I'm saying? All it took was a little buffs. He hasn't got anything built up. 21. I mean, just making allies have that sort of, you know, juice just gonna give them life in general anyway. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I'm asking for Daima celebration. Is just give them sauce. Give them juice. Give them sauce. Let them give damage reduction and a boost. And I promise you, we're making noise. You know what I'm saying? We're making big noise if you do that. Because now we got additional 10%. So if you take away the 7% damage reduction that they've gotten because they're out there, and you change it to 10, now they have a 20% damage reduction. All allies have 20% damage reduction. And the thing is that now that you give someone like him a 20% damage reduction, he can take a normal. You give him a 20% damage reduction, he can take a normal after doing his super attacks. Like, that makes the game fun because now we create different teams and now we play endlessly. That's why I need them to do that. Whenever they came out with Super Saiyan Broly Trio, I had so much fun because I got to use so many different units that I haven't used in so long, and I felt alive again. I felt young, okay? That's what I felt like here. But we're gonna do this. We're gonna have a 30% damage reduction off the super, and we're gonna eat that, bro. We're gonna eat that. Yum! We're gonna eat that. Now it's my turn. 71, boop. Bada bing, boop. And hey, bow. Goodbye, bro. Goodbye, Goku. It was fun while it lasted. That's all I'm saying here. Bink, boop, and bara. Goodbye. Goodbye, monkey.